Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be a chit chat, first impressions, get ready with me of new products that I picked up at the Sephora sale and the Ulta 20% off sale. I did film a whole separate video on the Too Faced Natural Face Collection when I used this palette here, and I also used the Too Faced Natural Eyes eyeshadow and also the lipstick that came out with this palette and the re-release of the Natural Eyes collection. So I'm going to just use this as a mirror today because literally it comes with such a beautiful mirror in here. It's amazing. So I'm going to use that to do my makeup. So I have a whole bunch of other goodies that I'm going to use today. I'm not using that Too Faced palette today because I did use it in another video that I recorded before this. I wasn't going to film today a Get Ready With Me because I wanted to film my haul for the Ulta and Sephora sale literally like right after I did my makeup today. But since I picked up new stuff and I kind of want to film a first impressions on this stuff because I've never tried some of this, obviously, that I wanted to film. So for eyeshadow today, I finally picked up a Natasha Denona palette. I know this is like a super controversial brand because of how expensive they are, but I thought that this price was justifiable, and it's just a little mini sunset eyeshadow palette. I told you guys that I liked the regular sunset palette, but honestly, I really could not justify the price. And from what I heard, that if you don't actually use the palette on a normal basis, the eyeshadows do expire, and I want to have something that's that much money to like actually last for me because I have so many eyeshadow palettes and I'm not gonna like reach for it all the time to use it. Okay, so I'm sipping my water. I'm actually getting ready for work. I have work at 3:30. It's like 1:15 right now, so I had plenty of time to film. So I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset palette. So this is what it looks like. It's really tiny. It doesn't really have a transition shade though, or really like a outer corner shade. I mean, I'm probably going to use this on the outer corners and this as my crease shade. So I'm just going to do my transition shade with a couple of Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I'm just going to go in with Beaches and Cream, and then I'm probably just going to go in a tiny bit with Creme Brulee. So I'm just going to do that, and then we'll jump into the Natasha Denona palette. I also have a new foundation, a new concealer that I haven't tried yet, so I'm really excited to try them out with you guys. Alright, so I just did my transition shade, and I just put in some Beaches and Cream in my crease from Makeup Geek, and now we're going to jump into the Natasha Denona palette. So I'm going to take a couple of the mattes in my crease. I just want to put that away for a sec. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this matte, like peachier shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease, and that one is called, I don't know how these go. I believe that one's called Guava. I guess it's left to right. So this would be left to right this way. So that one I think is called Guava. Yeah, because that one has to be Sunbeam or Apollo. Maybe this one is Apollo. This one's Dirty Mars because that one's in the middle. So yeah, we're just going to go into this shade and I'm going to put that in my crease. I did swatch these. The mattes definitely swatched better than the shimmers. But I also had already primed my eyes before this video with my Smashbox primer. And then I just set it with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural. And now I'm going to put this one in my crease. This is really pretty. It's blending out beautifully, and it's very buttery. So far I like this shade. I was always very doubtful on trying out her eyeshadows because they're just so expensive. And I just think she's a very controversial brand because she kind of did one of my favorite YouTubers dirty. The Fancy Face, and she kind of like dissed her. But Stephanie Nicole loves Natasha Denona, so I was really intrigued on trying them because she recommends them all the time. So I just thought that this was a easy way to try out the formula and not break the bank, because this little eyeshadow palette's only 25 bucks, so I think that's a really good deal. And when am I ever going to go through a big eyeshadow palette anyway? And I would never like purchase those big palettes anyway, that this is perfect for me. So I'm just going to put that on the other eye as well, but it is really, really pretty. That's why, like, I kind of regret buying the big Vizart palette, the warm one, because there's like no powder kick up from these. That's really, really nice. Uh, I kind of regret buying the big one just because it was an $80 palette. I mean, I do love it and I do think it is worth the price. But then, of course, there's like smaller palettes that are like 40 bucks that I could have tried that had like six-sided shadows in it. That literally would have given me like the same effect, but it probably would have been very similar to this palette that I'm using right now anyway. I'm just going to put a little bit more on this side. And then I think we're going to be okay. Just want a little bit more here. All right, so that's good for that shade. Now I'm going to use the, let me just clean this off. I'm not super high energy right now. I'm a little tired, but I did sleep till about 11:30 today. This is the only day that I get to sleep in, so, because I didn't have work till 3:30. So for the crease, I think I'm just going to take a little bit of creme brulee and just put that in my crease, and I think a little bit of frappe just to define the crease. Do I want to take those shades? Yeah, I'm just going to take creme brulee. It's like my favorite every day. And also I'm trying to use up this eyeshadow, so I'm just going to do that to define the crease a little bit. Probably not going to do anything though. I might have to use a darker shadow. You know what? No, that doesn't work. We're just going to take the actual middle shade right here and we're going to use that to define the crease. I want to use this palette as much as possible in this look. So we're just going to take that and put that in here. I don't know like what is up with my crease lately. I feel like my crease just does not want to work with me lately. Alright, so we're just going to use that. And I feel like I'm just placing the eyeshadow kind of horribly right now. Oh my god, this palette is so heavy to hold though. That is blending very weirdly on my eyes right now. That's not even blending. Do you guys see that? The hell? Let's try the other eye. I've heard that some of her eyeshadows are very hard to blend. Some of them like kind of just blend away. Alright, well this one's blending just fine. That one's actually blending pretty nicely. I do hear that her eyeshadows take more blending. And there's only 2 mattes in here, so I'm willing to work with them. But that's why I would never pay full price for them. That takes a long time to blend. Wow. Alright, I'm going to try and blend this one more. But I'm kind of not happy with this side at all. I don't know how to fix that. Let's go a little bit in with the... I'm hoping that's not just because I put creme brulee in there. I'm just going to put a little bit more of the crease shade in there to help blend it. And then I'm just going to go in again with this shade. But that is very difficult to blend. It really does not want to blend on this side. It like didn't pick up the product over here, which is really annoying me. I don't really know what to do about that. I'm just going to take a little bit more and see if I can get it to blend. But I feel like it's looking very muddy. I'm not really in love with that. I mean, I did get it to kind of look the way I want it to, but it's a little bit more pigmented than this side. And I really don't feel like redoing my eyeshadow. I just don't really love how that looks. I mean, it looks fine on camera, but I guess it's okay. It's just okay, though. It's not, like, amazing me. So, sorry, my phone's going off. Who is it? Oh. Yeah, if anybody saw Jane the Virgin last night, holy crap. Just the ending, you have to watch it. If you're a fan of the show and you watch it, go watch it right now. Like, stop what you're doing and go watch it because the twist at the end was insane. So, alright, I think I actually got it to blend the way I want it to. Like I said, her eyeshadows are a little bit more difficult to blend, but I'm not loving that crease right now. It's not, like, amazing. So I am just going to take this shade again and run it through my crease just to make it look a little bit more clean. Not sure about that. I mean, I heard she has, like, the best eyeshadows ever, but I'm not, like, too impressed with those right now. Okay, and then for the outer corners, I'm just going to take my favorite outer corner shade, and I'm just going to take Anastasia's Swiss Hot Chocolate right down here and put on the outer corners. I love this shade so much. It's amazing. So I'm just going to use that to define the outer corners because there's not really an outer corner shade in the palette besides the one I used in my crease, but I wanted to use it in my crease. But it's a very dark crease that we're working with right now. Alright, so I'm just going to do that and then we'll dive into the rest of the palette. Alright, so now I'm going to do my lid shade. So I'm just going to prime my lids first with my NYX Glitter Primer. Again, it just helps to stick the eyeshadows to your lid and adhere to your lid better. So I'm just going to take that. I might have to go walk my dogs after I finish my eyeshadow, but I might just walk them before I leave because I'm like the only person here until like 4. I don't understand why it's so difficult for my dad to walk them before he leaves. Okay, I'm just going to do the other eye and then we'll just, you know what, whatever, we're just going to do it right now. Don't want to dig my hand into other eyeshadow. I don't need this open for a little bit. It's got some eyeshadow under my nail. So, I don't know, like, I'm not insanely in love with these mattes right now. I think I liked the Visart ones more when I first used them. It's just always so difficult to tell, like, what is actually worth the money when it comes to high-end makeup, especially luxury brands like Natasha Denona and Visart. They're very expensive, but I do think Visart's more worth it from what I've been testing out so far. Okay, so for the lid shade, I want to use this really beautiful red shade, so we're going to go in with that all over the lid, but from when I swatched it, it wasn't really wowing me, so we'll see how it works on the lid. So I'm just going to take it with my finger and put, ooh, that's pretty. Okay, that is really pretty. I am impressed with that. So I'm just going to take that mostly on the center of my lid, and then I'm going to kind of ombre the gold shade into it. The other shade that's in the palette I'll show you in a minute, but that is a pretty red. I swear if the shimmers weren't good in here, I was probably going to return it. Because what's the point of keeping it then? So I just picked up this yesterday with my other items from the sale for Sephora. I only picked up 3 things from Sephora because I wanted mostly everything from Ulta this time. So I made a pretty big order from Ulta. So I'm so excited to share those with you guys in a haul, and I'm using most of that stuff in this video today too. I just want to put a little bit more on my lid. That's really pretty. It's actually more, the red is actually more vibrant in person than it is on camera. It's actually a lot more red. That's so weird. Okay, and then for the, they don't swatch very well, but they actually really build up on the lid. So I'm going to take this gold shade here, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid. I hope this is a really pigmented gold. That is really nice. Wow. That's really pretty. I like it a lot. Oh, my neck is starting to hurt from the way I'm stretching it right now. And then I'm going to do that on the other side. Wow, that's a lot more pigmented on this side. But those shimmers, oh my god, that's really pretty. Wow, that's a really pretty gold. All right, I might have to go like this. All right, I'm just going to take, I'm just gonna wet them, see how they perform that way. On the inside first. I'm hoping that we'll get this side to be more pigmented because this side is not as pigmented as this side right now. Oh yeah. That's really pretty. I just don't know why this side is not showing up as much. Maybe I need some more glitter primer. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna try and see if that helped. I feel like I'm making a mess of my eyes right now. This eye is just not working with me today. It's like very difficult right now with this shadow and with the crease. It's just annoying me. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then we're just going to put a little bit more red here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I guess I just needed a little bit more glitter. Okay. And I also think it was the lighting. So now I think they're pretty much even. So those are really pretty shimmers. So we're done with this palette right now, and then we're going to use it on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to pop on a brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to use Vanilla Bean and Mirage for my Makeup Geek shadows, because there's no brow bone highlight in that palette. But that took me longer than I thought. But again, like I said, I heard that you have to work with her eyeshadows a little bit more, which I'm not too crazy about, but you know, sometimes you can't be extra lazy. You got to put a little bit more work into your makeup. All right, so after I'm done with that, I'm just going to clean up the under eyes and prime my face, and then we will jump into a brand new foundation that I got. All right, so I just primed my face with my Stila One Step Corrector and my NYX primer spray. So now I am super excited to try out the foundation. I'm so excited to try this foundation. So I finally picked up the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and this one is in the shade 120. Now basically Rihanna turned the beauty industry upside down when she released her foundation. I heard that this foundation's a little bit dry for dry skin, but since I loved the Lancome Teint Idol foundation so much, I was really intrigued on trying this one because the Lancome foundation is not dry at all on my skin. And the girl that was helping me at Sephora when I got that foundation, I'm just going to start applying it while I'm talking. So I'm just going to pump out, I haven't tried to pump it out yet. I guess just that much for now. It is very liquidy from what I can tell, but that should be enough to start out with. I don't know how full coverage it is. This is the first time I'm trying it because I just picked it up yesterday, but it seems to be very, very creamy, and oh my god, that is very full coverage. I can already tell. I heard that it's very full coverage and it's a very nice demi-matte finish. So it's not completely matte. And it has a nice scent to it. So I have no idea how this is going to perform. But I was still intrigued on picking up a foundation because even though I have so many foundations right now, I can never resist picking up one when there's a Sephora or Ulta sale because it's the best time to pick them up. So I'm going to start out with that for now. I hope this isn't too full coverage. So let's just go right in with my Real Technique sponge. Ooh. I'm finding this kind of difficult to blend. I hope this doesn't dry too quickly. Right. Oh my god, this dries super quick. Crap. Oh my god, I probably should have put it on in sections. So I'm going to try and blend it out as fast as possible. This does not give you any forgiveness to blend it out slowly. You've got to blend this out quick. Wow. All right, this definitely does take a while to blend. Do you see how much I have to work it into my skin? So that's a little bit annoying. But like my Dior foundation, I am going to have to work with this in sections. Especially on my nose area, because it's always my problem area. And it looks like it's not very forgiving on my nose at all right now. So that's another non-bonus for me. Why did I have a feeling I wasn't really going to love this foundation? Because right now it kind of looks not that great. What do you guys think? I'm really not in love with it right now. Maybe applying more will help me, because right now I'm not loving the finish at all. And I don't think a brush would really make a difference. It does feel very dry. Not too dry, but it definitely feels like a very dry matte foundation. I'm not really sure about this foundation right now. Alright, I'm gonna put on more because it definitely needs more. I'm really disappointed. Wow. I don't know how you're supposed to apply this without it drying like on your hand first. I just don't think my skin really likes it too much. It looks like it, oh my god. You kind of have to like apply it to like every part of your face. I mean, I'm testing it out today, so we'll see how it holds up, but as of right now, it looks very dry on my skin. Please let me know if I'm supposed to use a brush with it and not a beauty blender, but you guys know I don't like brushes for my foundation. Oh my god, it looks fucking horrible on my nose right now. And like really bad around my nose area. Do you see that? It looks very like texturized. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be like totally. I hope it's just like not a skin type thing. As I'm trying to build it up in this area and this area, it's taking off the product. Do you see my nose right now? And do you see like this part? It looks very crusty. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to remove it from there and reapply it because that looks really bad. I don't think this foundation's for me. From when I just tried it, it's really like, it doesn't even look that good on the cheeks right now. I'm going to see if I can salvage it with the concealer that I'm using. So I'm also trying out a new concealer. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade 1N. I've heard great things about this concealer, so I want to try it. I've heard mixed reviews about the Fenty foundation. I haven't really seen like anyone say it's like their holy grail. So I'm just going to put it on the nose right now, and I'm going to see if this can salvage the foundation. Because it's very separated on my nose right now, and I'm really not feeling it. Oh my god, this concealer has a horrible scent. It's not too bad, but it's not like great. Alright, well that definitely helped it. But it looks so dry. I don't know, man. Maybe I need to reapply it and actually take my time with it and really blend it out. But I think I'm going to do that. I might not film it. Because right now, I'm not really impressed at all. But I really don't want to remove it again because I really don't have time for that. So I'm going to put this here. I hope that this helps. But the smell of this is like bad. It smells like money. It's weird. Like it smells old. Whatever. Alright, so we're just gonna try and see if this helps. I'm sorry, like, that I'm not very positive right now, but I'm really not in love with this at all. I really feel like it removed product. Like a lot of product. Like even putting on the concealer right now. I don't know. Maybe I put on too much? Alright, we're just going to continue with the face because I really don't feel like taking it off right now. So I'll probably just bring a makeup wipe with me to work and just remove it when I get to my boyfriend's house later. So I'm just going to take it down my neck just so we can have it be even. But it's extremely dry. It's a very, very, actually pretty matte foundation. So I don't know if this is for my skin type because I'm very dry. I just feel like there's so many dry patches on my face right now. But from what I heard, Stephanie Nicole likes this foundation, and she's very dry too. So I don't know if it's just like something in my skincare routine. The primer I used, I really don't know. But I do like the concealer. The concealer's nice. So I'm going to try it under my eyes so I can actually really tell if I like it or not. And I'm also going to put some on my forehead. So we're going to put some here. But this applicator really doesn't get too much of the product on your actual applicator, which is pretty annoying. I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to use, but this is pretty dry. All right, so I think that's good. So we're going to just blend out the forehead first. As the foundation's on my skin more, I like it more, but it's very, like, iffy for me. I don't know. All right, so now we're going to blend this out underneath the eyes. I don't know, I'm not too happy with this under my eyes either. The heck? It looks so creepy. I'm like super dry. But I don't know if that's just because of the foundation. Oh my god, did this dry too? I'm like not happy with my makeup right now. I still really like the eyes though, because actually these shimmer shadows have not transferred to the crease at all. So I'm actually I am liking the eyeshadow palette. But this concealer looks not that great under my eyes right now. But I'm gonna power through because I'm trying out new products. So I'm going to put some more here because I feel like I need more. And I think that's it for the concealer. It's a very dry matte concealer from what I can tell, which is kind of the complete opposite of what I need because I have dry skin. So I kind of need something more hydrating. But we're going to test it out. But I'm really not too happy with how it looks under my eyes right now. It looks extremely dry. And it really didn't cover that up. And my beauty blender is not dry. It's pretty damp. Okay, so I think the concealer looks okay. I'm not completely obsessed with it. So I'm going to set my under eyes, but my skin feels very dry. So I'm going to set my under eyes to see how the concealer sets. This mirror is driving me nuts right now. My dog's barking. Forgive me. Just want to film my haul. This is like annoying me now. Like I don't even feel like doing my makeup anymore, but obviously I have to try out all these products. Alright, well actually it looks pretty good set. I'm not mad at it. It's not bad, but it's not like wowing me. I might have to try this concealer with a completely different foundation to see if I really like it. So that is that. Now we're going to do the lower lash line. So we're going to jump back into the palette. I just want to set my forehead really quick. I'm not sure how fast this foundation sets, but it's very crusty around my nose area, and it's kind of very texturized all around my face. Damn, I'm really not liking the finish at all. I think it's just because of my skin type. So I'm going to set my face. Maybe I'll like it more when I actually finish my foundation. Or when I actually finish my face, I mean. So I'm just going to set my face for now. Just the forehead. So now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. Just give me one sec. Jesus Christ. Stupid freaking mouse. Alright, so I think we salvaged the foundation. It doesn't look too bad on my face right now. So now we're going to jump into the Natasha Denona palette again, and we're going to do the lower lash line. So I'm going to take, I think, just a little bit of this shade, and I'm just going to smudge that one on my lower lash line because the other one looks a little bit too pigmented. But I am really impressed with these shimmers. They have not transferred at all. So that's a huge bonus for me. Yeah, that's awesome. They like barely transfer. So I'm just going to take this shade and smudge it underneath. We're almost done with the eyes. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the other shade, the darker brown. Oh my god, this concealer is like really dry. Doesn't look very good under my eyes right now. I feel like my face is very matte for someone who has pretty dry skin. So I don't know about the foundation and the concealer. Alright, and then for the inner corners, I'm going to take this shade right here, this really beautiful shimmery shade, and I'm going to pop that on the inner corners. If I like this shade, I do like the palette. I think it's a really nice palette. Definitely need more. There we go. Oh wow, that's really pretty. It's actually a lot more shiny in person, but it is a pretty inner corner highlight. Alright, so I'm just going to, I mean, I'm not obsessed with this eyeshadow, but it's nice. I think it actually would be prettier on my actual lid. But I am kind of getting it all underneath my eyes, so let's just do a little bit of that, and then we should be okay. So now I'm just going to do my lower lash line, waterline, and my mascara, and then we'll jump into the rest of the face. But I do like the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette's probably my favorite thing so far, which is crazy because I started off not really liking it. So now I'm going to just do that, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we finished the eyes. I just want to run through my crease one more time. But I'm actually really liking the Natasha Denona palette. That's definitely my favorite thing I've tried. The foundation, not so much, and the concealer. So, yeah. Anyway, now we're going to go into the bronzer. So, I'm using a new bronzer on camera. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in the shade Rosewood. So, she did come out with a couple of different colors for bronzers. So, I picked up the lightest shade. I have used this a couple of times already, and it's actually really nice. So, I'm going to go in with that with my bronzer brush. We're almost done. We just have blush and highlight, and then I'll do everything else off camera, and then I'll just do lipstick. So just gonna go in with that. It's a really nice light everyday bronzer. I really like it. Like the shade is really pretty. Put on kind of a lot, but I think we can work with it. So see how like pretty that is? It's actually a lot less pink on camera. It kind of looks a little pink in person. Wow, I'm like really like taking it on my cheekbones today. Okay. I'm liking how it goes over the foundation. Just like that, and then I'm going to take it on my forehead and stuff. I really want to film my haul soon. Hopefully I'm done soon, because I wanted to be done filming this video at like 2:15. It's like 2:08 right now, so I'm definitely going a little bit over time. I really hope I don't sit back down again at 2:30, because that's not going to give me enough time. I have to be done in like 10 minutes. This foundation's really annoying me, man. I don't really love it. And then I'm just going to take it underneath. But yeah, it's a really nice everyday bronzer. I'm really digging it. I took too much on my cheekbone though, but we can fix that with a blush. That looks pretty bad actually. I'm not having a good makeup day today. Alright, so now I'm just going to do my blush because the blush isn't new. So I'm just going to go in with Toasted Cinnamon by Burt's Bees. Just going to put that on real quick. I haven't used this blush in a while, so I wanted to use it today. It's just a really pretty, warm, peachy blush. I really wanted to try Bare Peach too, but my CVS seems to never have it in stock. It's annoying. I'm just going to finish that up and then we'll do highlight. Alright, so then for highlight, we're going to mix two highlighters together. Just want to put this bronzer away. For highlight, I'm going to be using two highlighters that I'm not too impressed with, honestly, but I want to use them on camera. I have used them once already, so I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. I'm going to start off with this one. It has this really gorgeous like wave pattern to it. It's so pretty. I'm like obsessed with the pattern in it. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia brush and I'm going to pop that on. I'm really running out of time. I'm annoyed. Alright, so I'm just going to pop this on. Oh wow, that is a lot prettier than the last time I used it. Wow. I really wasn't too impressed with it last time. I think I'm just going to use this. Wow, that's really pretty. Holy crap. For some reason, I just was not obsessed with it when I first wore it, but it might just been a bad skin day. But that is gorgeous. Wow. Also because I swirled my brush in it. That's really pretty. Holy crappy-olies. Okay, I like this a lot more than the first time I used it. I used it a couple of days ago, and I really wasn't obsessed with it. And today, I really like it. Look at that. That's like blinding. Okay, that's not... Sorry. I wanted to keep my phone on just in case if work calls me in earlier or wants me to leave earlier today. So, like, leave from work earlier. So, I'm just going to put that on my nose and my Cupid's bow. All right, I think I'm just going to wear this by itself today. I have to wear it by itself at least once. I wore it with the other highlighter that I was going to use, but I'm going to wet it to see if we can intensify it even more. So I'm going to take my NYX Dewy Skin Mist. I really took way too long to film. I should have laid out everything before I filmed. I'm going to apply it. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. That is just wet dream highlight right there. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just wearing this by itself. I'm going to spray it again. I don't know, I just really wasn't obsessed with it when I first used it, and now it's beautiful. That is really gorgeous. Like, holy crap. I'm kind of obsessed with it now. Yeah, that's definitely impressing me from the first time I used it. Wow. Okay. So I'm pretty much done with everything that I'm going to show you. I'm just going to put on my lipstick. I'm just going to set my face real quick with my Ethereal Light Powder from Hourglass. All right, I definitely think I like the foundation a lot more now when my makeup is done, because now I think it looks a lot better. And then I'm just gonna soak my face in some setting spray. Okay, and then for lips, we're just gonna do lips and then we'll just do brows off camera. So I'm just gonna line my lips with Makeup Forever's 1C. Aqua lip liner. And then for the lips, I'm going to go in with a new lipstick. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick in the shade Peachy. I wanted to try out her regular lipstick, so I got this one. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to put it on. I actually already wore it 2 days ago. It's a very, very matte lipstick. So it might not be for everyone, but I like it. And then I'm just going to finish up my lips off camera. Alright, you guys, so this is the final result of my makeup. I am actually a lot more impressed with the highlighter than I used to be. And the blush, of course, I love because it's one of my favorite drugstore blushes. The eyeshadow palette really impressed me as well. But the highlighter really does look a lot better than what I thought it did before. The foundation actually looks a lot better from when I finished my makeup. It still looks pretty dry on my nose. And the eyeshadow palette really did impress me. And of course, I really like this lipstick. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks. They're really good. It's more matte than most lipsticks that I wear, but it's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. And I actually really love the bronzer as well. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Now I'm going to jump into the bathroom just to grab some more stuff and film my haul because I want to film my haul before I work. So yeah, please let me know if you want any more thoughts on any of these products. And let me know if you tried any of them. And that's it. So I love you guys. And I said please like and subscribe, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Love you. Bye.